This was pretty expensive. Two of them. Isn't this so cute? Hi matcha lovers, this is Matcha Lee, and today I'm going to do a little bit of matcha haul. As you guys might know, I was in Kyoto till recently and I went there for a little bit of matcha trip and I bought a bunch of things, like you guys can tell. And I want to open it with you guys, so please come and join me. First thing first, let's open Yamamasa Koyamaen. I actually didn't buy many things from here. I only bought one matcha can, which is Ogurayama. I really wanted to try their matcha because I've never tried it before. I just chose Ogurayama because I thought it's gonna be good. We'll see if it's good or not. So this was actually 2,732 yen, which is a lot cheaper than to get it in the UK or in other countries. And I got a bunch of pamphlets here. They even gave me this postcard, which is really cool. Next is our classic Marukyu Koyamaen. This has been my favorite matcha brand so far. That's why I literally bought two of them. I think I bought Yugen and Kinmin. I'm so excited to try these actually. This is just a letter to tell us that there are some fake Marukyu Koyamaen matcha powders, so that we have to be aware of it. I know that many of you guys go to Uji to go to the main plant. Instead, I got it in Kyoto actually. And I think it's not bad because they had a lot of matchas in stock and there were like nearly like no people. So it was pretty easy for me to just go and grab these matchas. Next is Nanaya. This is the place I actually got matcha ice cream. There are some very thick matcha flavor, whereas it also has some light flavored matcha. It was really thick though, like it was crazy thick. And I think I somehow got a caffeine attack after having that ice cream. If you're trying to visit Nanaya and get their ice cream, be aware of your caffeine intake and make sure that you eat something before you take the ice cream. Anyways, I bought chocolate from Nanaya. I think you guys might have heard it before, but they have like 7 stages matcha chocolate. I cannot wait to try this. If you guys want a review of it, please stay tuned. I think it was 3,024 yen. Next we have Ippudo. I actually have 2 inside here. And I got their 20 grams Umon matcha powder. And the price was 4,320 yen. I am very excited to try this. And I chose Umon because I heard this is one of the thickest matcha that they have. And next we have To Go Tumbler. But I was just looking around their store and I found this and I was like, this is so cute. They collaborated with Kinto. And I was actually considering if I should get their tumbler. Good, because I bought their tumbler at the end. Ta-da! Isn't this so cute? The lid is actually transparent. You can put your straw over here and you can just simply pop it back to make sure that it's not spilling. I fell in love with this the moment I saw this. Yeah, if you get to see one, this is a must. Next is Horishimien. You guys might have noticed that this is actually the biggest shopping bag among all because I bought a lot of things here. Matchas. This is a classic matcha, Agata no Shiro. This is actually was not on my plan. Sorry, it's a little bit dirty. I don't know what happened. This is 20 grams and I kind of forgot the name of it. Let me check it. Yeah. Oh, I don't have a receipt, but this was pretty expensive and the lady over there recommended me this matcha. So I was like, why not give it a try? I hope I can share the review as soon as possible with you guys as well. A big thing still over here. Can you guys tell what this is? This is actually chawan. I don't really have a proper chawan. I've just been using a bowl, but it's so difficult to pour it into the cup because I just always end up spilling. And you know, matcha is so expensive. So one of my goals in Kyoto was actually to get a proper chawan. Horishimien store in Uji, they were actually selling like a bunch of some tools that you might need when you're making your matcha. Ta-da! This is just so cute. There were only like 2, I think, and these are all handcrafted, so they all look a little bit different, you know? I chose this one because it's just so cute. Look at this little swirl inside. The name of the craftsman, I guess, which gives me a sense of authenticity. This chawan here was 4,000 yen, which I think is pretty much of a good price. The lady here was so sweet, so kind. Like, visiting their store is definitely one of the best decisions I've made in Kyoto / Uji. And this is actually another chawan. I was just walking past by and it just grabbed my attention. And I went in and I found a very cute chawan, so I decided to get one. I think this was some type of like a gallery, but they were also selling some ceramics. Ta-da! This is actually just a transparent, classic, basic, but nice. But the reason why I liked it was because, I don't know if you guys can tell, it has a little bit of like wavy surface, the signature of the artist. The price of it is actually a little bit more expensive than the one I got in Horishichimi, 9,350 yen. But it's worth it, and I cannot wait to make my matcha with this chawan. Next, we have this chasen. This is actually from another store, and this is their business card. This was also one of the stores that I just ran into while I was walking around in Kyoto. And ta-da! Isn't it so beautiful? So authentic and so nice. Pretty expensive. It was 8,800 yen. And I just liked it a lot because the color is so chic. It was very light, actually. So many things to unbox. Trust me, we're almost done. This is from cafe / craft shop called Moku Moku. Cafe was at Ninenzaka Street. Ta-da! I bought this cup for myself. Yeah, of course. I bought this cup to use it when I'm having a hot matcha latte, or even like usucha or koicha. I think it's gonna be so cute if I can hold it with my hands like this and just like, you know, it's so cute. This cafe was using these ceramics when they were serving their customers as well. They kind of like convinced me even more that I should buy this. And last but not least, this place was actually very viral on Instagram. Before I open this, please see how beautiful this is. I don't know if you guys can tell, but these leaves, they're all real. They're not fake leaves. They're not fake plants. I don't want to unwrap this, but I have to. Sharing the honor of unwrapping these beautiful stuff. Ta-da! So cute. This is actually where you can rest your chopsticks, but I bought it so I can rest my chashuku. Isn't it so cute? It's mitarashi dango. These 2 cute things. I don't exactly remember the price, but I remember it to be 400 yen. And this should be around the same price. So it's very affordable. Very much of a good choice. And that was actually the last one to unbox. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for more to come.